This is Carrie Wiggin with 4-H Network News, and I'm here to interview Representative Haigh. I was wondering if you could tell me a way that youth can become more involved in the democratic process.
Well, the democratic process happens around us all day, every day. You have the impacts of legislative decisions and democratic process when you drive down the road, when you go to school, and social services, a lot of issues around health care when you go to the hospital. All of those things are provided in some way through government and mostly by the amount of money that we put into those types of things. So as a student, I think your school system is probably the thing that most affects your life, and understanding that our state government is a big part of the education system in Washington State. We pay for almost 80% of the schools' activities, and so doing a good job in school and making the most of school is a good way to spend your tax dollars. And if students don't do a good job in school, they're probably wasting tax dollars. I think the 4-H program is wonderful. I was a 4-H member for all of my years in junior high and high school, and I worked with horse 4-H, but I'm also a veterinarian, and they did have a veterinary section of that where I did some projects around veterinary medicine and 4-H. So you have had some great programs there for a long time. And I think the legislative branch and working with that in 4-H is just a great program.
Thank you. Are there any bills that are being discussed right now that will affect youth?
In a very big way. The committee that I am chair of is called the Subcommittee on Education Funding. Now, we are looking at education funding from birth all the way through the end of a career. And as you know, many of us are going back and getting more careers, going to school at the community colleges and skill centers and technical centers. But we've decided that we also want to focus on early childhood and understand that some of the most important learning experiences children have is in those first 5 years. And we are trying to improve the quality of our daycare systems and our preschool programs, as well as having a nursing corps that will go out and help parents do a better job, especially in the first 2 years with their students. And if there are problems, help them identify those early. We know we can do a better job for those first 5 years. And then the K-12 system, I'm trying to find ways where we can drive more dollars out, but there's also going to be a pretty good accountability so that students know success matters. If they study hard, they'll have more opportunity to get into a college or a technical skills center, and that they might be able to get a grant or funding for that. So trying to make it all work together is my big job right now.
Well, that's very interesting. Mm-hmm. Is there anything else you would like to say to your constituents?
Well, I hope people understand that even though the label of being a politician tends to not be a good one, most of the people here who have gone through the process of getting elected, it's a lot of work. Most of them come with their heart and soul in some issue, wanting to make it better, and having some respect for the legislative process is very important. We want good people to be here. We want them to be able to speak their mind and work on compromises, and as long as the people have the faith that that's what's really going on down here, I think it can work better for everyone.
Thank you. This is Carrie Wiggin with 4-H Network News.